Alabama, Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. The Commodores will put toe to leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Alabama's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Looking to move it through the air. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Commodores offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances. Third down. So having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in the
open runway ahead. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll keep it on the ground. The Tide will get the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, BAMA! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it near midfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes that Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Pulls it and fires to the left. On the move is the 30. Touchdown tie! What a grab and go for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going up top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Commodores line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, first down. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Leonard. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They keep attacking through the air. Looking left. Got his man. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Commodores have moved it inside the 20. They'll go to the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this drive firing. He wants to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the lone running back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
They pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the air on first down. He's going to let it go. Makes the catch at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Second down after that incompletion. Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. Coming after him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the move, it's Harris. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Heaves it deep. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. To catch in the end zone. Touchdown, BAMA! And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the goal. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Getting some heat. Took a shot as he threw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Looking for room. It's Harris. At the 20, he's got space. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not back.
He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because you're position.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And that pass picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in fourth and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. And for some inexplicable reason, he takes a knee. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal. Well, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it and took a knee. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He got it. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. Here's the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And it's right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty count, just the mean count.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with...
To the back.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate...
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for a block. It's Abraham. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down.
Got it.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field.
42, spot.
They'll try it on the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Give to the running back. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. Just complete.